Yo, yo, yo! It's Mig, and I got your generic version of Fat Alba right here. And we're gonna look at Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Streetfighter
Oh yeah.
Cross Tekken.
Alright, let's analyze the gameplay in this epic mashup of Titans. Now, alright, the gameplay on this game. Let's see. First off, I know this is getting a lot of good reviews, but what the hell were they thinking? I mean, they had a great plan. They did. But they took off basically your basic moves with the Tekken characters, all your popular guys, Jin, everybody, Law. Their basic moves have been completely removed from them, and they've turned it into like a Street Fighter gameplay. They made it into a Street Fighter character with the face of a Tekken person. I mean, personally, for me, that's not cool. I like my Tekken guys. I mean, it's a lot smoother, but I can see how they'd have to choose one mechanic. But I mean, they had to advertise it as you get to play Tekken characters, Street Fighter characters, and that's just not what's happening here. They've created completely new setups for the characters you already know and love, and fight with and adore. Yes, you adore characters. But they did that bad. I mean, that affected me a lot. I mean, I expected more when I first saw it coming out. I was like, hey, this is going to be awesome. I mean, this is completely different genres. But that's probably why they did it, because they wouldn't be able to mesh too well. I mean, think about it. Tekken, it's a lot smoother, I think, compared to Street Fighter. Street Fighter is a little more, you have a little more pauses, I guess, 2-3 millisecond pauses. But, I mean, those pauses make a difference, right? But I mean, that's the only thing I didn't like. Other than that, the online gameplay, I tried it out. It's laggy, man. It was pretty damn laggy. The sound would go in and out. It wasn't my internet. I checked that out because I tried it at my other friend's house. He's got a 12 megabyte per second speed on that, and it was just crappy. I did have this cool thing where while you're playing the actual arcade mode, you're playing and somebody online could just like if you're at the arcade, they insert a quarter and here comes a new challenger, so you end up facing them. That's pretty cool, and it does get in the way. I mean, if you're trying to get across your arcade mode, but I mean it adds to the feeling of an arcade game. Which this is what that game actually was going for, because I thought about it. At first I was real bummed out about it. I was like, this game could have been, I expected so much more from this game. But then I thought about it. This is supposed to be an arcade game and nothing else. I mean, it's nice to have it on the console to play with your friends and stuff, but it comes across as kind of a joke, gameplay wise. And I'll get more into it with the story, because that was great either. But gameplay, I'm giving it a 5. Because they had a great plan with it, but they just didn't take it right. Now, to change it up a little bit, we're going to look at the graphics. Well, I'm going to look at the graphics. I'm going to talk about the graphics. Let's talk about the graphics, guys. The graphics in Street Fighter Cross Tekken, they're Street Fighter 4 with a little bit of more saturation in the color, I guess you could say. And as for the Tekken characters, they kind of brought them into the Street Fighter 4 world. And I mean, the backgrounds, they're pretty cool looking. They got some good backgrounds going on for some of the stages. One thing is, this is one stage in the Arctic or something. There's like an elephant chasing you. Like, I mean, you see it, right? And you know it's a game. But it looks like you're fighting in a warehouse, and there's a projector on the wall projecting that mammoth coming at you. So looks like you're watching something inside of something you're watching. It's pretty crazy. Kind of makes me want to dance. Nah, but yeah, the whole thing they did there, I mean, I don't know what they were going for. If they intended for it to look like that, I doubt it. Because all the other ones are like, I don't know. Like I said before, this game kind of felt like a joke, but I'm giving it the benefit of a doubt because I don't know. It's fun to play. It grows on you. It honestly does. It's pretty cool. I mean, that's the only thing on the only stage I saw. I don't know that had that many problems. But I mean, what do you expect from a deal that was made with two drunk people? They might as well have just thrown in some characters like El Jirafa and El Stitch or something, and they would have still. You're like, oh, that's normal in this game. I mean, they have Pac-Man for God's sakes. But graphically, I mean, the characters, it's not impressive. I mean, it's a fighting game. It's, you know, arcade-ish. You don't expect much from it, but you know, you'd like to see some effort to take it to a new level. For that, I give it a 7. Nah, take it back. I give it a 6 because I was unimpressed. I was literally unimpressed by the color. I mean, it could have done so much better, honestly. Now let's look at the story, if that's what you even want to call it. I mean, yes, it's a fighting game. Yes, you play to fight your friends, play online or whatever. But I don't know. I mean, Street Fighter, the first Street Fighter portrayed a good story, and you kind of expect it with the title, you know. And it's kind of a big thing. But you only get a mini story with if you choose your partner characters like Huarang and Mr. Stephen Fox. If you choose Jin and Xiao Yu, they have some mashups there. You know, your Ken and Ryu. But you get somewhat of a story. I don't even know, like, you can't even call it a story. I mean, and that's demanding you to choose specific people you might not want even to use together. Like, I don't know. It's kind of a dumb move, I feel. And if you don't choose the two partners, I mean, you get something. They start you off with these telecasters and they're talking to you, but they're not talking to you. They're like two puppets, and they're just like, oh, there's a meteor coming towards Earth. We don't know what it is. And then it just, you start fighting. Like, there's no segue, it's just, there's a meteor. Fight versus, it's like, oh, okay. But it all leads up to this big, or not big, I guess. This mediocre storyline they're trying to plot for you with Pandora's box coming from space. I don't know. Not the best. No. What were they thinking? I don't know. Like, yes, it makes sense. No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. They were drunk. I think they were drunk for a good 95% of the whole making of this game, I feel. But like I said, it grows on you. You get it's fun to play, I guess you could say. It's an arcade game, and that's where I feel it should have stayed. Story-wise, I give it a freaking 3. It's ridiculous. But if you want to play it, if you like your fighting games or Street Fighter, you like your Tekken, even though you're not going to get any Tekken in this, just the names and the faces, you know. Yeah, check it out. It's fun to play with your friends online. It's fun to play if you can. But check it out. It's, you know, Street Fighter cross Tekken. Hopefully you find it a bit more entertaining than I do. I know it's been getting a lot of high scores, but from MIG here at 2.5 Gamers, it's gonna get a 5. Yeah, that's a 5. It's shocking. I didn't think I was ever gonna rate a video game a 5, but I was proven wrong. It's not even that bad of a game. So prepare for a 2 or a 3 coming soon in theaters near you. This has been MIG. Thanks for watching 2.5 Gamers.
We are both ventriloquists, ventriloquists. We are both ventriloquists and we practice every day. He carries a basket, he carries a paper roll, and we don't have cysts. But there is one thing that's for sure, my friends, we are ventriloquists.